This is the best revenge. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Off play action. Banks. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing on first down. Banks. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Leonard Floyd's career has found new life in Los Angeles with more sacks in 2 seasons there than in 4 years prior with Chicago. 9.5 in 2021 for the Super Bowl champs.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Banks. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Here we go. Ken Blunt. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Brandt forced out to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Brandt. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Riley Dixon now. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Banks. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Banks. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Banks. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
A give up the middle to Singletary to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Off the play fake. Banks. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On fourth down, Banks. That's complete to Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Banks, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Banks. Oh, strip. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal. Defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery. Brandt. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Akers will score. Touchdown, L.A. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills ready to take over. But right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
On first down, Banks finding Knox there, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Banks. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Banks. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw on 2nd down. Banks, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
A give up the middle to Akers. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Brandt. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brandt. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, Banks. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Banks out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. This one caught by Crowder. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down catch there by Jamison Crowder, now in his 8th NFL season and his 3rd team, this time the Buffalo Bills. There are plenty of mouths to feed in the Buffalo offense, but a dependable slot guy like Crowder will always get his share of receptions.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Back to throw. Banks. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down. Brandt. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. Off play action. Brandt. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing to start the drive. Brandt, that's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the handoff. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give, Singletary right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Banks working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Singletary trying the left side. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Banks. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Bills! Devin Singletary, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills have broken the tie. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing to start the drive. Brandt. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Brandt. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 38. Ready to go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here come the Bills. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Banks. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Banks throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Banks. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive. Brandt. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
To throw on second down. Brandt escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Von Miller bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Brandon, never ceases to amaze me just how fast these defensive ends are in the game nowadays. Part of that is what we've seen in college football, where they've gotten smaller and faster on the defensive side of the ball. But they brought that to the NFL because it is hard for an offensive lineman to keep them away from the quarterback.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brandt. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run here with Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old-school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go. 62 Blue.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Brandt. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Brandt. That'll be caught by Cup.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brandt. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brandt.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Brandt. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Singletary again. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hand.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Singletary.
Down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly got dented with that 1st down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the give, this is Singletary. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.